Oaxaca is home to 16 indigenous languages, the first being Zapotec and the second being Mixtec. We traveled to the coast of Oaxaca, which is home to the Mixtec region in addition to having strong Afro influences. We explored the presence of these Mixtec and African roots through the music of the coast. We found that the signature instruments and the ways that they were played were important in expressing identity, liberation, and telling stories.
Charrasca. Charrasca.
The charrasca is an instrument that uses the jaw of a donkey or the jaw of a horse and the antler of a deer. It is dried so that it creates a rattling noise when it is played. It is a percussion instrument where the antler is scraped against the teeth or the user's hand bangs against the jaw. It originated in Africa. It is commonly found here and in Peru.
Sí los traen, pero ese se le cayó. ¿Y cuál es el...? Y nada más para que suene, ¿no? Sí, para que suene ese ya trae más cera.
The bote is an instrument that comes from Africa. It is also used in Brazil, where it is called a cuica. It is made of tecote, or a large gourd, covered in deerskin. It's common for there to be a rattle from a rattlesnake attached to it. The modern interpretation of making this instrument is with a PVC pipe. The stick is made of chupa miel, a type of wood native to this area. The chupa miel is covered in beeswax. The more beeswax, the harder the sound it makes. It's important to have dry hands when playing the bote, or else it won't produce a sound.
Tú puedes.
The bote and the charrasca are used together along with the harmonica in the Danza de Diablos. The dance was created here in Mexico to celebrate African heritage and liberation. The dancers represent slaves. One of the slaves, who holds the whip, is in charge of them all. All of the dancers wear Diablo masks except for the one who wears the mask of a woman, because all the dancers are male. She is playing the role of the wife of the leader. Many pueblos with African heritage in this region practice the Danza de Diablos at celebrations. We asked if it was exactly the same everywhere, and they said that it varies slightly. Each pueblo has its own characteristics. This pueblo dances very strong and aggressive.
The cajon is a percussion instrument. It is a 6-sided box made of wood. When all the sides are made of wood, the player sits on it and strikes it with their hand. Sometimes the top is made with an animal skin and the player strikes it with a wooden mallet. The cajon is an instrument that is signature to the Chilena, which is shared by African and Mixtec music.
The artesa has a similar structure as the cajon, except it is bigger and is played with feet instead of hands. In Chilean rhythms, the rhythm of the dancer synchronizes with the rhythm of the cajon. It is said to have originally been an overturned canoe or a trough to feed cows. The dance represents the liberation from the patron who owns the cattle, and simultaneously the liberation of slavery. Flipping over the trough signifies that slaves are refusing to work, and instead are dancing as a rebellion. The artesa is decorated with a small cow head and a painting of dancers in traditional dress.
The dancers go two at a time, men and women in a pair. They wear traditional outfits. The man wears all white, and the woman wears an embroidered blouse and a long, billowy floral skirt. She holds her skirt up with one hand. Both dancers twirl orange bandanas as they dance. The musicians consider both the auditory and visual aspect of the dancers as an essential part to the music.
The bajo quinto has its roots in Europe but is notably used in traditional coastal music of Mexico. The presence of the bajo quinto has almost disappeared, but we were able to talk with Ruben, who is a specialist of the instrument. Common rhythms played by the bajo quinto are the chilena, son, and corrida.
This is a Mixtec band called Shanande. The term Shanande refers to the soul of ancestors. It is said that when strange things happen, it is Shanande, the manifestation of the ancestors reminding you that they are here. While the Africans and Mixtecs don't always get along, their music shares similar themes such as Chilean rhythms and corridas. In this way, music can be a bridge or a common language between two different ethnicities. Corridas are songs that tell a story. In the past, news was spread through corridas. Stories of wars, battles, and heroes were spread through song. On the coastal region, corridas are usually in minor tonalities because minor has a more dramatic feel to them. Corridas are a translation of the Homeric traditions of using music to tell stories. One example is about a little horse named Ricky. Iguanas are a delicacy on the coast. We got to try some in Llano Grande. The next song is a corrida about hunting an iguana, written and played by a band with an African descent. But we found this iguana mural at the house of a Mixtec musician. Like music, food and painting are transcultural along the coast.